All right, hello ladies and gentlemen. So I don't often do reviews and stuff like that. It's usually I'm just filming abandoned houses and stuff, but recently I was in the need for another GoPro style camera, something that wasn't quite as risky, because I have my GoPro Hero 6 and of course I'm filming with my 7. I also have a 4 that's a lighter camera over here. So I just want to kind of do a little test of this Akaso Brave LE, and then we're gonna do a slight unboxing, and then we're gonna show you some setup of because I really just wanted something that I could still get good imaging from, and without having to use one of the GoPros. Also something maybe a little lighter. I figured this guy might be a good try, so we're gonna do a quick unboxing real quick. Actually pre-unboxed this, so should be pretty easy. I already kind of cut it. So first off, I'm very impressed with the packaging. It's got this Casio Ambassador Tommy Caldwell little introduction. So here's the camera. It's supposed to be waterproof, but it's only waterproof for I think like a meter or something like that. So they have this. I like keeping them in these cases, especially the non-GoPros, because as you can see, I keep my Hero 4 in the case because it kind of keeps it nice and safe and not scratched up. So let's take a quick look at the camera itself. I didn't even take the little rubbers off of it here. Take the back screen off. So there it is. It doesn't have the battery in it yet, obviously. First question I want to answer is if a regular battery, yeah, it looks like the battery is a little big. This is a regular action camera battery, so it looks like the battery is a little bigger than your conventional. It feels heavier. I don't think it's going to fit in a conventional mount, which is cool because we're not going to use it for a conventional mount setup. The other thing I was pretty impressed with was looking through the accessories. The accessories come in these little baggies, which I guess they do. This is kind of cool too. You have the battery, you have these big batteries, you have a remote, little watch like remote I guess you can use for controlling it, as well as through the app. And then you have this nice battery charger, which is really cool because obviously it's a bigger battery, so it's nice to have a multi-charger. It also has, in bag 2, it has, you could see the USB, some more attachments, and then the big bag has a lot of accessories, a lot of connection pieces. This will definitely be my favorite right here because we can connect it like so, obviously, then and then it will connect to this housing. It can, although you can see I already have one on here. It should probably fit fine. Let's see, where's the camera? I mean, it's nice to have another one of these though, because as you can see, this is the drone housing. Yeah, it'll screw right on. That's cool. So when I fly it on the drone and do a test on it, this is the piece that goes into it. I think I'm gonna use the Bang Toys X22. It'll kind of go on like this, and then it'll fly. So I'm really kind of interested to see what kind of imaging I can get off of this, and see if it's going to have the same type of stability as the GoPro Hero 7. That's kind of what I'm interested in, to see if it would have that kind of imaging, so I wouldn't have to worry about risking the 7 all the time to get quick shots. Now what I do is, when I'm using the GoPros, especially the 7 because it's got stability, is that if I want to just get a quick shot without having to pull out one of the DJIs, I have a Mavic and a Mavic Mini, also a Spark. But if I want to do a quick test shot, or if I wanted to get a quick shot without having to pull one of those guys out, that would be really nice to be able to do. Oh look, I'm a member of the Akaso Go Club. Wow, priority customer service. Wow, sweet. Free trial of new release product guaranteed. How to join? Have to take a look at that. Be nice to be able to do some testing. This thing looks pretty cool. Obviously a picture, photo, you can see the battery's on, so that's kind of exciting. Never seen that. Haven't had one of those before. It looks like the memory card is similar to the GoPro, where you have the memory card slot on the inside. Yep, that's the case. Let's see if the battery has any charge to it. There's the battery. Let's see if it's... Looks like looks like the batteries have to be charged up. Doesn't seem to have anything, so we'll do that when we do the test, obviously, but I just want to do a quick unboxing to show you guys what's in here, to show you what you would get. This package is about 150 bucks with taxes. It's actually retails for $130. It does have Wi-Fi connection and stuff, all that dandy stuff there. So you'll be able to connect it to your phone if you want. I generally don't, because it's kind of pointless unless I want to get like quick footage off of it. So we're gonna take this into the field and test this. Not today, because I'm gonna take it home and get it charged up. Just really intrigued. It's really a hefty camera. It feels hefty, so that's encouraging. The reviews that I've read on it have been kind of mixed. I do kind of get the feeling that it doesn't do very well in low light, which is cool because I rarely film in low light. And honestly, the GoPros aren't all that good at filming in low light themselves. I generally use my phone if I'm filming in low light. But generally, like if I'm inside of an abandoned house or something like that, I'll usually have lights on the drone or something. So I'm really encouraged by what I've seen so far. I like I said, the packaging is really nice. So we'll take this in the field, we'll connect it to a drone and see how it does. All right, we'll cut to that footage next. All right, so we're out right now. Well, I still have a little bit of daylight, with the Brave 7 LE. I just had my controller click. So we're out again with the Brave 7 LE from Akaso. We really want to kind of do a flight test on this. I actually did some practice runs with it earlier. I don't know how the footage turned out. I won't know that till I look at it, until you guys see it. So what I want to show you is how that's mounted on the drone. So this is the Biang Toys X22. This one I normally have a GoPro on top of it, but as you can see, this is the Akaso. It's set up with a mount, and obviously because it doesn't need its own gimbal or its own holder, because it can actually just mount right onto the... I have a mount piece that's already set up for another camera, so it's already nice. That is pretty nice, I'm not gonna lie. The view looks like it's pretty clean. Let's set up back here. So I have it set for 2.7K at 30 frames per second. As you can see, it is a nice straight view. It's at super view. I might try a couple quick modes real quick, just to give you guys an idea, but right now it's set for that. So so you can see right there what kind of setup it is. So this thing is ready to fly, and we're gonna put it in the air and we're gonna see what kind of footage we get off of it. So real quick, let's press record. All right, so real quick, something I like to do with GPS drones, before I send it up, I want to test the GPS a little bit. So I kind of give it a little bit of a knock a little bit, make sure, see if it's holding all right. Looks like I got a nice solid GPS lead there. I'm gonna turn up the speed rate on this guy real quick, and away we go. So for this run, actually let me stop this here. So for this run, I have it set for 2.7K 30 frames per second. I took it off super view, and this is just regular. I believe let's double check that. What I have it set for, angle. So this will be a wide. This will be a wide setup, so you guys see what it is. It'll be a wide. It doesn't say on the screen at all, but it's a wide setup. All right. Put a new battery in the Biang Toys. This is recording. I got a good GPS pull. This time all right, well, there it is back. You see it's flashing. I just want to get a look real quick. So about 5 minutes of flight time. Again, I don't know if that battery was fully charged, but it was about just over 4 minutes of flight time. So I'm getting about the same flight time as I would get if I had the GoPro on it. Very interested to see what that footage looks like. Get a good look at what that looks like. It looks like there's a lot of bouncing around in the image. Now with the GoPro, it looks a lot cleaner, so you don't have all this bouncing around, because the drone is obviously bouncing around and everything. This is the Akaso. I don't think I'm really that impressed, but just to kind of do a tester, just to kind of show, I have it set up here, and I have the GoPro Hero 7 set up on top of it. So we're going to kind of demonstrate and show what the difference is and what it should look like. Speed rate up. Drones up. Same thing, I'm going to do a tester, make sure it's going. So I'm going to do that same run going this way. And just to show you the difference of what the GoPro looks like versus the Akaso. So about 4:42. So the time is about even. Now granted, these batteries may not be fully charged. They may have lost a little bit of power. But at any rate. Alright, so I just want to kind of give a final overview of the Akaso Brave 7LE. So not a bad camera. if you're gonna do like personal blogs and stuff like that, probably also not a bad camera. The problem I have with this is the price point. Price point is $130. For $130, I was expecting it to do a whole lot more than what it did. The video quality, as you saw when it was flying on the drone, was not very good. I did like the fact that it did have a mount on it as opposed to having to put it inside of a housing, similar to this, however I have for the GoPro, or I have my my mounts. So, but just to give you an example of a camera that does just as good a job, we have the Crosstour CT950. I actually have one right here. This camera I actually use a lot for vlogging sometimes. It just as a backup camera. It's a backup budget camera. It does a fantastic job for the price. As you can see, it's 63 bucks. I think I originally bought it for about 80, so I got it for the 80, and that still is even a much better. As you can see, I have it set up for, but as you can see, the imaging, very good. It's got a very nice image stabilization on it for the price, and it basically does the same thing as this guy. Also, the one good thing I did like about it is it did come with the Akaso, is it did come with the dual USB charger. That was really nice. I'm gonna put that back in the box, because this guy is going back today. Put that back in there. So, it's closed. Again, when this thing comes down in price, it'll probably be not bad camera, but just for the price, just to have the front screen, which you know you have to switch in between, it doesn't do it for you. It's just not worth it, in my opinion, at this moment in juncture of time. The stabilization was junk. It didn't do much for as far as stabilization. So, yeah, so I'm gonna put it back in its case here, and I'm sending it back. Because, yeah, kind of feel like I was ripped off. So, I don't know who this Tommy Caldwell is. This is a Casio ambassador, but I'm sure you get paid. Now, mind you, I'm not getting paid for either of these cameras. I buy these. So, and I buy them for my use, so I can have them either to attach to a drone or to use for vlogging for the abandoned building stuff that I do. So anyway, that's my opinion of the Brave 7 LE. It is going back. It's just too much in my opinion compared to what regular budget cameras cost nowadays. Just not enough bang for the buck, in my opinion. But again, if you feel like checking it out, I will put the description, the link to Amazon, and yeah, that's about it. Peace.